Look out, Middle Tennessee. Benny is on the beat. Here comes your host, Benny Pulley, going in-depth with singer-songwriters and musicians from across Music City and beyond, with live performances straight from historic WLIJ Studio B right here in Shelbyville. Benny on the Beat on WLIJ is sponsored by Black and Blue Sports and by Shady Acres Creations Boutique and more in Bell Buckle. Now, let's see what we've got here. Here's Benny Pulley.
This is Benny Pulley, behalf of Hopkins Farm Broadcasting. I'm here with Chase Clanton, co-hosting with me.
Good to be with you, and want to welcome our new sponsor on board, Hawkins Flight Academy. Thank you so much for signing on with us, and to all of our other sponsors, Shady Acres Creations Boutique and more in Bell Buckle.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And
Black and Blue Sports.
Black and Blue Sports, of course.
Yeah. And we got a special guest with us today from all the way from Abilene, Texas, Miss Terri Knight. Terri, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Well, we're having a great time. We got a good person to interview.
We do. Terri, we're excited to talk to you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. You know, I love to talk.
You'll fit right in.
I think most of us, if we're DJs or songwriters, singers, we all talk.
Or we're just full of it. Did I say that?
Yeah, you just said that. Oh, me. So tell us a little bit about when you got started. And I know me and you talked about it earlier, but give us a little idea how your career started. Way back when.
Well, I told you I won't even tell you how old I told you I was. But anyway, when I was 12 years old, my mom actually bought me my first electric guitar. And she was always into the music and everything. And so she bought me this guitar. I would come home from school every day and teach myself to play it. So I got to where I could actually do chords, and then I got where I can write lyrics. And so I started songwriting pretty early, too. But it was my way of just kind of, I know they thought I was a weird kid because I would come home and disappear in my room and start playing, my guitar. And then my mom thought it was a good idea for us to start a band. So I started out with, just a standard bass, drums, all of that stuff. And we started going out and playing the club circuit.
Okay, is this a family band?
Well, there was one member of the family in it. My mom was a drummer.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
The original drummer, but he left, so my mom took over. And then my stepfather started playing bass. So, yeah, it was like...
It's a family band.
Yeah.
It was a family band. But my mom went through several relationships during this time.
Okay. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, this is a whole song in itself. She's a character. But we started playing that circuit. And then I'll never forget, I got to tell you this one little story. I was on stage singing, and we were in this, I think it was called the Log Bar. It was actually in the northwest, because we moved around a lot. And so we were in the northwest, and we were playing in the Log Bar, and my stepfather decided to ask another woman to dance. So they were out there dancing, and my mom's back there playing drums, and all of a sudden, I hear a drumstick whiz by my head.
Oh, gosh.
She jumped off the drum kit.
Oh, no.
Off stage.
Oh, no.
Dived off stage, and then she started rolling around with this woman who had been dancing with my stepdad, and
oh, man,
wearing a wig. And so the wig off.
Somebody's wearing a wig?
Yeah.
Oh, this sounds like a great Twitter fight video.
Telling you, if YouTube would have been there, it would have been there.
Oh, it would have been great. Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, first of all, did this drumstick hit him? Was she a good aim?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, man, the stories you have, especially when you're in the music life, right?
Yeah, and she says, "Not so pretty now, are you?" And then she threw the wig down.
Oh my goodness!
Oh man!
Horror! I was like, and she says, "Hey Terri, let's go."
Oh wow! Well, I mean, you never know. There's all kinds of crazy road stories, and that's just the top of it.
Yeah, that is. That's funny. But it's hard, knowing she's playing with her ex-husband, and then he flirts with some other girl.
Yeah, that is interesting.
My song lyrics come from, they come from growing up.
Oh, yeah,
right.
for sure.
So you got your start playing, kind of like in local clubs and what I'll call a family band. How did it progress from there, Terri?
Well, from there, we just got more and more gigs, and we traveled. I think I played in 3 or 4 different states, and then there was a show called Idaho Down. It was a little TV variety show.
Okay.
And they wanted me to audition to play on there, and they auditioned me during a commercial break. You can imagine. And
that's
then
pretty quick.
After, I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's a quick audition for sure.
Yeah, but I did that, and then they put that in the local newspaper, and I was 13 at that point, so I'd been out playing for a year.
Okay.
And then I played all the way up to, I moved, at that point I went off to college at 17. So I played in that all the way up to 17, left home, went to Dallas-Fort Worth, found another band, only this time it was more of a rock band. So
okay.
went from one to the other.
So about how many years were you doing the rock?
Oh, gosh, I would say probably 2 years, and then that band kind of dissipated, and then life hit, and I took a break for a little while, and then I came back, probably about 10 years ago, then I came back and took it more serious.
Got you.
And I wanted to record, I wanted to get into the studio and do a lot of different things, and so that's pretty much how it has been progressing since.
I do an oldie show on a rock station, so tell me who you opened for. To me, that was interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was 38 Special.
Yeah,
38 Special.
We play a lot of 38 Special over there.
Yeah, the 38 Special. How did that opportunity come about, Terri?
They're so nice. Well, I was in this band that, we played a lot of different places. It was called Night Rain, which we have recently gotten back together.
Okay.
But they needed somebody to open, and so they knew that they had, not them, but the people the promoters and all that, they had heard us, and they said, you would be perfect, because we played that kind of music. It was that kind of classic Southern rock.
Uh-huh.
And then, so we were able to do that, and then because I worked at the rock station, I worked at a classic rock station, I was able to interview those guys and
wow.
Just get really close to a lot of these people.
Sure.
And I was able to, they were really gracious. I mean, they're just really good guys. And I find that a lot with some of these larger artists. They're really very gracious.
Yeah, most of your artists are. They're kind-hearted. Most of them do anything to help you. Most of them the way they were raised, I think.
Yeah.
I think some of that attitude that they have is a major contributor to their success.
I agree.
Coming from playing around town a bit, sometimes, the smallest, and I'll just say at least successful bands are the ones with the giant ego.
Yeah.
And then you'll meet 38 Special or you'll meet Paul McCartney. Not that I have, those particular experiences, but they'll be down to earth.
Yeah. And that's what it takes.
They are.
Yeah. So we're going to play this first song I've got written down is Looking Up. Can you tell us a little bit about it and how you started it and who's the writers on it? No?
Yeah, I wrote that one.
Okay.
Solo. And I've got some co-writers on some stuff, but that one I wrote solo. But that song is about how, I keep seeing people that have lost people, and they're so brokenhearted and sad, and the thing is that when you lose someone, you never really lose them. They're still there.
Right.
They're still there in your heart, surrounding you. And so it's a song about, when you're looking up, I'm looking down. So the people that have passed on, that, you can take comfort in knowing that they're still there.
Right.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What I wanted to do was write a song kind of about peace and some peace to people.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of times people get really down when something like that happens, So,
naturally, yeah.
It's a natural thing. So we're going to play Looking Up by Terri Knight. Here you go.
imagine you were there. The ghost in my mind, reaching through time and stroking my hair. I sigh through the darkness, remembering what I heard you say. One more time tonight, I'll share my vision with you. Put on your best face, and don't let the lonely show through. You're not without me, so don't ever doubt I'm around. Oh, remember, when you're looking up, I'm looking down. Your touch was so tender, and then I'll remember where you used to lay. I'll look at the ceiling, remembering the feeling of you every day. Your voice in my head, with the soft words you struggle to say. One more time tonight, I'll share my vision with you. Put on your best face, and don't let the lonely show through. You're not without me, so don't ever doubt I'm around. Oh, remember, you're looking up, I'm looking down. Tonight, I'll share my vision with you. Put on your best face, and don't let the lonely show through. You're not without me, so don't ever doubt I'm around. Oh, remember, looking up, I'm looking down. Oh, remember, when you're looking up, I'm looking down.
Bring your printing or embroidery vision to life today with Black and Blue Sports of Shelbyville. Proudly serving your community since 2003, Black and Blue Sports offers embroidery, printing, digital media, and ad specialty products. Choose someone who strives to provide you with the newest trends and exceptional quality with no minimums. Black and Blue Sports on 114 East Highland Avenue in Shelbyville. 931-680-9898 and online at blackandbluesports.com.
Our trending fashions are boutique style apparel at affordable price. Something you're looking for? Look no further than Shady Acres Creations Boutique and More in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. We have special brands from Judy Blue to other famous boutique style brands in most sizes for all ages. We also offer on-site permanent jewelry for the more adventurous shopper. In Bell Buckle at 102 Bell Buckle War Trace Road. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 9 to 6 p.m. 931-813-3100. Shady Acres Creations Boutique and More is your new place to shop for the latest designs and fashion trends.
Mention this ad to receive 10% off your first purchase.
Curious about flying? Learn to fly at Hawkins Flight Academy in Shelbyville. The sky is not the limit. With state-of-the-art training and technology like aircraft equipped with Garmin avionics, Hawkins Flight Academy has what it takes to fulfill their commitment to your aviation success. Hawkins Flight Academy, empowering flight, inspiring pilots. 931-488-5969. Located at the Shelbyville Municipal Airport. HawkinsFlight.com.
Hi, this is Benny Pulley with Benny's Woodworks and Discounts. We have proudly been serving the woodworking community since 1982. I would like for you to check out our website, bennyswoodworks.com. If you're like me and you're a woodworker or a crafter, you'll enjoy visiting the site. Everything from hinges, knobs, spindles, pulls, screws, to all kinds of wood turning and supplies. We've got it. And if you don't see it on the site, hey, just give me a call. 1-800-255-1335. And let me know. I just might have it. Benny'sWoodworks.com.
Hello, Trouble. And he's got a friend. It's Benny on the Beat on 98.7 and AM 1580 WLIJ. Sponsored by Black and Blue Sports and by Shady Acres Creations Boutique and More in Bell Buckle. Now let's send it back to Studio B.
All right, this is Benny Pulley, co-host with me, Chase Clinton.
Hello.
And we're here with Terri Knight out of Abilene, Texas. We're continuing our interview. We just heard Looking Up, which is one of her songs that charted in Europe about 2 or 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, I think it's been maybe 3 years ago now.
Okay.
I'll have to say, Terri, the addition of the mandolin on that really adds to the sentimental vibe of it. That was a good choice.
Yeah, the person that is responsible for all that music is Milo Deering. He actually lives in Dallas.
Okay.
And he's out there touring with all kinds of people. So I'm so fortunate that he's part of the recording studio that I record at, which is Big Note Recording. And
okay, well, shout out.
He just, they put that together, and they and that all my music, and I love having that team.
Absolutely, that's just beautiful.
Yeah. Now, I know you've got a lot of music is out there, but is there a lot of them? I've noticed over in Europe, you're charting really high on a lot of different songs. We got one over there right now. Before there was Her, which is charted, I think, at number 12. You said right now. So, how did you get into the field of getting it over into Europe? Because Europe has a big country. Mecca, I guess you call it.
Yeah, they do appreciate country music out there a lot. Yeah,
they really do. And another musician was doing some stuff over there. I said, "How are you getting your stuff over there?" And so they gave me a promoter. His name is Nick. I cannot pronounce his last name. He's from Italy.
Yeah.
And he actually has a show called Whiskey and Cigarettes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I seen that podcast.
Now that's country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and so he started throwing my music out there, and then I started getting emails from the Netherlands, from Sweden, from all these different places, and I've done interviews with people over there as well that really embrace the music, and they love music that I think has a message in it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Do you think some of that has to do with like a European interest in American music culture in general, or is it pretty specific to country music?
I think they actually do embrace the culture, because I see them, like, they play something that borders on rock right next to something that's country, so they don't really seem to have a genre that they just stick to as strict as we do. It's almost like they play what they like to play.
Yeah, I mean, years ago, that's the way it was. I mean, when I was growing up as a kid, you would hear country, rock, blues,
radio,
soul. Yeah. All of it was all mixed in together. It was just radio, and they would get the newest songs out, And I really liked that way, but now it's pretty well split by genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. So as far as that, they're a little bit different about the way they view what kind of music they like.
Right. So I've noticed, and I can't get the chart in front of me, but there were several this particular song, I think, has got several chart listings on several different. So if you got that chart there in front of you, I know I've seen it online.
The week of June 9 chart?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, yeah, there's lots of different people on this chart, and Terri, I'm assuming this is a European-specific chart, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we got our friend Randy Seymour with Big Bertha at the top of that.
Yes,
and then,
I know Randy. Yeah, he's got some great stuff.
Yes, he does. We just played his cover of Cats in the Cradle Friday.
Yeah, sure did.
We debuted that here. But, yeah, a good friend of ours. And, yeah, Terri Knight and Gabe, I'm going to say Choate. Is that correct?
Choate.
Choate.
Okay.
Choate.
Okay.
Before there was her. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was I'm trying to look up the one I was looking for that I seen posted the other day. I was going to see if I can find it here real quick while y'all are talking. So.
I'll tell you what, why don't we go ahead and play that song, and we'll come back and recap a little bit more about the story of Before There Was Her and the writing process on that.
All right.
This is Before There Was Her, Terri Knight and Gabe Choate.
Thought you were alone. I was always in his mind, knowing he'd be home. Noticed he left early to get back home to me. He didn't know I knew the things he didn't want me to see.
I was just a rambler, wanting something new. It wasn't about anything to do with me and you. My mind was being reckless, and I craved what she had. Darling, I never thought things would turn out this damn bad.
Before there was her, we knew what we had. Before there was her, it didn't seem so bad. Before there was her, we forgot who we were. We forgot how we loved before there was her. You know I will forgive the times you felt so much alone. No, I can't believe just how much time has flown.
You drifted and we settled for what our life became. In the end, I love you and I know you feel the same.
Before there was her, we knew what we had. Before there was her, it didn't seem so bad. Before there was her, we forgot who we were. We forgot how we loved before there was her. We forgot how we loved before there was her.
All right, This is Benny Pulley on the beat with Chase.
Hey, and that was Before There Was Her. And special shout out to Terry, your friend Nick, for helping make the success that this has had. But what an excellent song.
Oh, yeah. I was just noticed, I pulled up this chart standing here. Of course, European Academy of Country Music chart, number 12. TIRC AM National Americana chart, number 38. TRC Texas Internet Radio, number 62. American Country Music Chart, number 94. Texas Country Music Chart, number 97. Texas Music Chart, 127. CDX Traction, 171. So, I mean, it's only been out 2 months and it's already hitting all those charts. So,
yeah,
it sounds like it's going to go number one in Europe probably here pretty soon. So.
Yeah, I sure hope so. It just hit the Texas Country Music Chart. It was bubbling under for a little while, and then it finally debuted on the chart. So I was really excited about that because this is the first one I've had to actually hit that chart. So
that's great.
Okay, so what is it that makes a song hit a particular chart? So, for example, how did this one end up on the European Academy of Country Music chart?
Well, usually what I do is I'll send the promoter the music as soon as it's released, and then he will take it from there. And I don't exactly know what he does. I know that he'll send it out to different stations, to different people, and
okay.
I know it's on also one of the syndicated shows there, and so it's it really just goes out to a whole bunch of different places.
You think back years ago when, say, for instance, we'll just say Johnny Cash or, any of those guys would release a song. Usually the production company would send a copy to the local radio station.
Yeah, to
start airing it out, And we've got a lot of CDs here from back when they did it years ago. They would send out a CD of maybe 6 songs with different artists on it.
Yeah, the latest.
The latest.
Yeah.
And we would play them, and some of them ended up being, number ones.
Mega hits.
Mega
some
hits,
of them did.
And you think about how it used to be done, and now it's so much different because a lot of it goes digital. And it's good, but it's not the old way, and everybody likes the old way. I like the old way, but I know that's the new modern way, and that's the way it's going to probably be from here on out.
Well, at the end of the day, promoting new music is promoting new music.
That's right.
And in some ways, it's actually easier now that you can send out this digital file.
Yeah. They get it right then,
and they get it instantly. They're able to play it. It's in a way, it's less cumbersome for the DJ too. They just hit that file, hit play, and there you go. Your song is on the radio.
Yep.
And I noticed you said something about syndicated shows. Now, that's a gold mine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit, assuming that's correct, tell us a little bit about why that would be.
I think because it's heard on so many different stations.
Yes.
Usually whenever they're playing, like his show, Whiskey and Cigarettes, whichever station is playing that show, of course, the song is coming out then, if he plays it during whatever time slot. But yeah, because there you're hitting several different stations at once.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the key. The more people that are getting to listen to it, the better off you are, as they say, moving it up the chart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that goes along with the more organic ways of promoting new songs if you've written, like going to a writer's round.
Yeah.
Or, featuring them at your full band gig that you have coming up sometime.
Yeah.
But, man, getting on a syndicated radio show that has a big following, is on several different stations, probably in several different
countries,
parts of parts of Europe, America, wherever.
Yeah.
That is a big win.
Yes, it is.
And, Terry, that's the success that you've experienced, so I congratulate you on that.
Yeah. For sure.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Now, we're going to take a 2-minute break because we're just a little past when we should have took it, but we're going to take a 2-minute break and we'll be right back.
Bring your printing or embroidery vision to life today with Black and Blue Sports of Shelbyville. Proudly serving your community since 2003, Black and Blue Sports offers embroidery, printing, digital media, and ad specialty products. Choose someone who strives to provide you with the newest trends and exceptional quality with no minimums. Black and Blue Sports on 114 East Highland Avenue in Shelbyville. 931-680-9898 and online at blackandbluesports.com. Curious about flying? Learn to fly at Hawkins Flight Academy in Shelbyville. The sky is not the limit. With state-of-the-art training and technology like aircraft equipped with Garmin avionics, Hawkins Flight Academy has what it takes to fulfill their commitment to your aviation success. Hawkins Flight Academy, empowering flight, inspiring pilots. 931-488-5969. Located at the Shelbyville Municipal Airport. HawkinsFlight.com.
Our trending fashions are boutique style apparel at affordable price. Something you're looking for? Look no further than Shady Acres Creations Boutique and More in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. We have special brands from Judy Blue to other famous boutique style brands in most sizes for all ages. We also offer on-site permanent jewelry for the more adventurous shopper. In Bell Buckle at 102 Bell Buckle Ward Trace Road. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 9 to 6 p.m. 931-813-3100. Shady Acres Creations Boutique and More is your new place to shop for the latest designs and fashion trends.
Mention this ad to receive 10% off your first purchase.
Kincaid's is proud to offer Beauty Rest Black to our customers. Beauty Rest Black represents a leap forward in bedding with sleep climate technology keeping you cool, and triple-stranded pocketed coils give you luxurious support all night long. Wake up refreshed and ready to take on the day with a new Beauty Rest Black mattress from Kincaid Service Company. 400 Madison Street, Shelbyville, across from the Speedway gas station. 931-684-5662.
This is Benny Foley. I'm here with Chase Clanton. We're interviewing Terri Knight out of Abilene, Texas. And Terry's got several songs that has made it to number one on the European chart. And a lot of them are really good songs. And you've got a real good voice, Terri. I want to say that before we get any further. Do you like, I know Chase was one of those that played a lot of guitar and didn't sing for a long time, but then he got into singing. Did you start out singing?
Yes, I did. I started out singing, and I played guitar too, so I did both.
Okay. Yeah, I tell you, I think when you can do that, to me, it takes a coordinated person to play and sing at the same time.
Yeah, did you have any trouble with that in the beginning, Terri?
Not really. Because it's weird because I pick, and so
right.
I do a really weird continuous picking instead of just strumming.
Okay.
It's my brain, I guess, is so used to it that I don't even think about it. If I try to think about what I'm playing, I can't do it.
Oh, Terri, I've got to tell you a story. I played a gig Saturday night at a pretty interesting place, and I'll just say something happened to distract me and to where I was watching a situation unfold. That was probably one of the best blues solos I've ever taken in my life because I completely unplugged my brain from playing.
Yes.
And I was just like, I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it. And the next thing I know, I regained consciousness, and I was like, hey, this sounds kind of good. I should stop paying attention more often.
That is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so that is a real thing. I thought I was having a freak moment or something. I don't know.
Oh, you weren't. More of that, and it'll be amazing because then you can concentrate on your singing.
Yeah, right.
Which is second nature, you know. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And some people, Benny, they have trouble getting coordinated when they play and sing.
Yeah.
And for some people, I don't know
it's
if you're just
natural.
It's natural. Some people are born with like this innate sense of rhythm.
Yeah. I've seen people like that can pick up something, like musicians always amaze me at how they just say they've never played this song before.
Sure.
And all of a sudden you start one or two notes, and they are right there
They're
with
picking
you.
it up.
And even though they had never played it, they pick it up so quick, and it just amazes me how quickly they do that.
With talent.
Yeah. So we got another song we're going to play. It's called Live Our Dream. So can you tell us a little bit about that one?
Yes, I tried to get away from doing the sad sack relationship songs.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's easy to write about.
So this one was more of an upbeat, let's celebrate what we have. Let's lift our glass, let's celebrate it. And as a matter of fact, one of the Texas regional artists that I played with, he says, do you mind if I take that and make it an Irish drinking song? And I said, whatever you want.
Sure. Let's live our dream.
That's right.
Basically.
That's right. Live our dream.
That's right. And now you won't be able to unsee the Irish flair in there with the mugs coming out. You'll understand.
All right, Brandon, we're going to play Live Our Dream.
It feels like love has grown so strong, but how can I be everything you need? I am a strange one, that's for sure. You are not the purest pure. And sometimes, yes, I know I'm hard to read. So lift your glass and raise it high. And as we stand here, we can toast to all the craziness we've seen. Our world would be much different if you and I were never in it. So let's just take tonight and live our dream. Live our dream. Spirits danced as one. Imagine when the butterflies are free. We traveled many roads, never did what we were told. It was always me for you and you for me. So lift your glass and raise it high. And as we stand here, we can toast to all the craziness we've seen. Our world would be much different if you and I were never in it. So let's just take tonight and live our dream. Live our dream. Let's just take tonight and live our dream. Live our dream. So let's just take tonight and live our dream. Live our dream.
fashions or boutique style apparel at affordable price, something you're looking for? Look no further than Shady Acres Creations Boutique and More in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. We have special brands from Judy Blue to other famous boutique style brands in most sizes for all ages. We also offer on-site permanent jewelry for the more adventurous shopper. In Bell Buckle at 102 Bell Buckle War Trace Road. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 9 to 6 p.m. 931-813-3100. Shady Acres Creations Boutique and More is your new place to shop for the latest designs and fashion trends.
Mention this ad to receive 10% off your first purchase.
Bring your printing or embroidery vision to life today with Black and Blue Sports of Shelbyville. Proudly serving your community since 2003, Black and Blue Sports offers embroidery, printing, digital media, and ad specialty products. Choose someone who strives to provide you with the newest trends and exceptional quality with no minimums. Black and Blue Sports on Wood 14, East Highland Avenue in Shelbyville. 931-680-9898 and online at blackandbluesports.com. Curious about flying? Learn to fly at Hawkins Flight Academy in Shelbyville. The sky is not the limit. With state-of-the-art training and technology like aircraft equipped with Garmin avionics, Hawkins Flight Academy has what it takes to fulfill their commitment to your aviation success. Hawkins Flight Academy, empowering flight, inspiring pilots. 931-488-5969. Located at the Shelbyville Municipal Airport. HawkinsFlight.com.
Hi, this is Benny Pulley with Benny's Woodworks and Discounts. We have proudly been serving the woodworking community since 1982. I would like for you to check out our website, bennyswoodworks.com. If you're like me and you're a woodworker or a crafter, you'll enjoy visiting the site. Everything from hinges, knobs, spindles, pulls, screws, to all kinds of wood turning and supplies. We've got it. And if you don't see it on the site, hey, just give me a call. 1-800-255-1335. And let me know. I just might have it. Benny'sWoodworks.com.
Hello, Trouble. And he's got a friend. It's Benny on the Beat on 98.7 and AM 1580 WLIJ. Sponsored by Black and Blue Sports and by Shady Acres Creations Boutique and More in Bell Buckle. Now let's send it back to Studio B.
All right. This is Benny Pulley of Half Hopkins Farm Broadcasting on Benny on the Beat. We got Terri Knight with us. Mr. Chase had to get out for a bit. He's on running the board for us while Mr. Brandon Crosland is on over and interviewing one of the racers from NASCAR. So looking forward to that for him. So, Terri, thank you for joining us today. And I know you're out there in Abilene, Texas. How's the weather today?
Well, it's a little bit stormy. We've had some storms rolling through as it happens.
Oh, yeah. You're in the prime area for that.
Yes, indeed. We sure are.
Now, weren't you in one the other night, a pretty bad one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had a lot of buildings that were damaged from, 75-mile-an-hour winds.
Wow.
So there's not a lot to stop the wind out here, except the building.
Right, yeah, because I know that when I was out there, there's not a lot of trees around. It's mostly just...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few in the
plain.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a few, but a few of those got uprooted, too, so...
Oh, wow. I'll tell you what, when you ain't got many, you don't want to lose the ones you got.
You do not, that's for sure.
All right, so the next song we're going to play is called Mama Take Me Back to the Texas Pines. So tell me a little bit about that song.
Yes, that song I wrote, I lost my mom last year.
Okay.
And so I wanted to do a tribute song to her because she was the one that, introduced me to music in the first place.
Right.
So it's sort of a song let's go back to that time when we were having a lot of fun, So that's kind of what it's about. It's a tribute to her.
Well, that's great. And did she die of any kind of disease or just natural?
She was 85.
Okay.
And it was just kind of naturally progression of, just things, but she got pneumonia and, just kind of went from there.
Yeah, when you get older, the more stuff you get, it's easy to just keeps on. I know my dad, of course, he had heart trouble and had bypass, but he had that, I think, 10 or 12 years earlier. He'd had that, and then so one day he goes to church, eats breakfast, goes to church, then eats his lunch. Him and my son would stop and get him a Burger King because he loved Burger King. Get him a big old Whopper, and he'd go home and he would eat, and then he would take him a nap. and get up and go back to services. Well, this particular day, he came home, he eat, went to bed, never woke up. So,
Oh, man.
yeah, he died of a congestive heart failure, they said, and it's always hard losing a parent. But I tell you what, it's the way you got them, you better enjoy them while you got them. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and I feel this song kind of keeps her alive just a little bit, you know.
Yeah, and that's a good way of putting it. So we're going to play, Chase, we're going to play Mama Take Me Back to the Texas Pines.
Mama was a drummer in my first country band. Daddy was a cowboy, and I used to lend a hand. He taught me how to gamble, how to ride and break a horse. He taught me patience through divorce. And I was only 12 years old when I taught myself guitar. I sat up every night till we played our first bar. And Mama sang and played those drums, and that became my life. On the stage we were hell on wheels all night. And Mama, take me back to the times we had back then. Mama, take me back so I can live all that again. Oh, Mama, take me back to those hills I used to ride. Mama, take me back to the Texas pines. One day I looked up and she was 85, but she still loved music. Hell, that's how we survived. And Daddy comes to visit. You know, he's a little slower than he used to be. And I'm still playing music, 'cause that's my mama's love. And Mama, take me back to the times we had back then. Mama, take me back so I can live all that again. Oh, Mama, take me back to those hills I used to ride. Mama, take me back to the Texas pines. Oh, Mama, you used to love those Texas pines. We talked about it all the time. I remember that cool spring night. I sat by Mama's side. She reached up and touched my face, her eyes wide with pride. Please sing that song, the one you wrote for me. Guitar in hand, I slid up close and sang so she could see. Mama, take me back. Mama, take me back to the times we had back then. Mama, take me back so I can live all that again. Oh, Mama, take me back to those hills I used to ride. Mama, take me back to the Texas pines. Mama, take me back to the Texas pines. I love you, Mama.
All right, now that was sweet. I like the ending of that song, Terry. I know that meant a lot to you, doing that for a tribute for your mother. And I tell you what, we take for granted a lot of times our moms and dads. Now, when we're coming up, when we're young, we're going, oh, I can't wait to get out of the house. I can't wait to do this and can't wait to do that. And then you go experience all that, and then, you know, you think about the stories they tell you over your lifetime, and then when something happens to them, then you go back in your mind and you start remembering all those things that they taught you and told you, and it just really brings back a lot of joy, and you wish you would have listened more. You know what I mean?
Yes, I sure do, and that's kind of why it was so special, just to be able to kind of keep her alive just a little bit. in my mind, you know, and people that knew her. She had a lot of people that loved her around here as well.
Right, yeah. Now, we want to play 2 more songs before we get out of here because we got about 7, 8 minutes. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to play both of them right in a row. That way we can get them, then I can talk to you about them. First one is called Whiskey and Promises, and the other one is Your Last Sip. So we're going to play both of them in a row. Hope you enjoy them. Thank you, Terri Knight, for joining us, and we'll be right back.
You let the whiskey tell you what you thought you wanted. A girl like me who didn't know how badly you wanted. But promises you couldn't keep, God knows you really couldn't. And even though we thought we'd love, God knows we really shouldn't. It's a whiskey and a promise kind of night. The whiskey makes it seem like it's alright. Your promise keeps me loving you tonight. It's a whiskey and a promise kind of night. It seemed 100 years ago when we stood up with the preacher. We were both so sure, you know, in life it was the teacher. We vowed we'd love until we died. We vowed we'd stay together. You know, it's times like these I realize the times were so much better. It's a whiskey and a promise kind of night. The whiskey makes it seem like it's alright. Your promise keeps me loving you tonight. It's a whiskey and a promise kind of night. It's a whiskey and a promise kind of night. Whiskey makes it seem like it's alright. Your promise keeps me loving you tonight. It's a whiskey and a promise kind of night. Your promise keeps me loving you tonight. It's a whiskey and a promise kind of night.
We've got 4 in the book.
All right, and can we go ahead and play Your Last Sip?
Yeah. Oh.
I'm trying to think of what I said before you left that day.
This is Benny Pulley, behalf of Hopkins Farm Broadcasting, Benny on the Beat. I've got Terri Knight. We just heard two of her songs, Whiskey and Promises and Your Last Sip. So, we were the first station, I believe, to play Your Last Sip. It was debuted here, so remember that. Y'all go out and purchase that.
Yeah,
Terri, so tell us a little bit about those two songs. We'll start out with Whiskey and Promises. Who helped write it, or you just write it by yourself, and when was it wrote?
Well, I wrote that one with Terry Mashburn.
Okay.
And that was written last year.
Okay.
Terry Mashburn's actually in the recording studio with me, so we do a lot of stuff like that together. And then that song, it's just about people that they want to drown their sorrows away with the whiskey, and they do that every night. It's okay right now, and then tomorrow you start it all over again.
Right, yeah, they just continual thing, yeah.
You just go back. And what was funny was the next one, Your Last Sip, is about she got fed up, and so now she's like kicking him out the door. You've had your last sip, buddy. Get out.
Yeah, so that's pretty neat. Now, that one is brand new. It hadn't been released. It's going to be released, next month?
Yeah, it should be next month. I wrote it with Mr. Greg Young.
Okay.
And we have about 4 now that are ready to be released, but we're going to release that one next. And so, yeah, you got it first.
Oh, wow, that's great, man. I tell you what, Benny on the Beat, we got the song first. I tell you what, I love that. So, Terri, have you got any tours coming up or any shows coming up? We've got several listeners that listen out in Texas on our stream. So have you got anything coming up that they may go out and see you?
Well, I play at this, it's called Crane's Craft Barbecue. I do a Saturday songwriter series, and so I bring other musicians in with me we do original music from noon to 2, so you get barbecue and music.
Okay.
And then usually, I just play a lot of different places. Potosi Live, I'll be there on the 26th, I believe, of this month.
Okay.
And so there's just a lot of different places. But if you go to my website, it's terriknight.com. I've got a list of where I'm going to be there.
Okay, so it's terriknight.com. And that's Terri, right?
Right.
Okay, so Terri Knight, KNIGHT.com. So that's where you want to go if you want to get her music and check out where she's going to be next. And Terri, I want to thank you for coming on the show today and being our thing. Thanks to Miss Jenny Foley, who helped us get this arranged, and I appreciate all the help she does for us and for the artists.
For sure.
Yeah. So I guess we'll say bye until next time, and hopefully you're in the Nashville area. We're about 45 miles southeast of Nashville. Maybe you'll be up this way soon, and you can come up here and we'll actually do a live interview.
I would love it. I'll absolutely put that in the plan.
All right, sweetie. Well, you have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you so much.
Our trending fashions are boutique style apparel at affordable price. Something you're looking for? Look no further than Shady Acres Creations Boutique and More in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. We have special brands from Judy Blue to other famous boutique style brands in most sizes for all ages. We also offer on-site permanent jewelry for the more adventurous shopper. In Bell Buckle at 102 Bell Buckle Ward Trace Road. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 9 to 6 p.m. 931-813-3100. Shady Acres Creations Boutique and More is your new place to shop for the latest designs and fashion trends.
Mention this ad to receive 10% off your first purchase. Looking to launch your career as a professional pilot? Hawkins Flight Academy is your destination for modern, accelerated flight training. Based in Shelbyville, Hawkins offers a fast-track professional pilot program that takes you from zero experience to licensed flight instructor in as little as 10 months. So if you're ready to fly with passion, purpose, and precision, remember, at Hawkins Flight Academy, the sky is not the limit. It's home. HawkinsFlight.com.
Bring your printing or embroidery vision to life today with Black and Blue Sports of Shelbyville. Proudly serving your community since 2003, Black and Blue Sports offers embroidery, printing, digital media, and ad specialty products. Choose someone who strives to provide you with the newest trends and exceptional quality with no minimums. Black and Blue Sports on 114 East Highland Avenue in Shelbyville. 931-680-9898 and online at blackandbluesports.com.
We know distance makes the heart grow fonder, but only if you take the WLIJ 98.7 mobile app with you.
Hey, I'm Josh Turner.
This is Patty Loveless.
This is Willie Nelson.
The leader in pure classic country, WLIJ.